everyone. I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and welcome to Wednesday Read Aloud. Today we are reading another twisted fairy tale. This is It's Not Jack and the Beanstalk. It's Not Jack and the Beanstalk, which is written by Josh Funk and illustrated by Edwardian Taylor. Let's see what happens. Once upon a time, Jack lived in a tiny cottage in a dreary village. He always dreamed that someday he would find his fortune. Psst, Jack, wake up. No, I'm dreaming. Oh gosh, and put on your pants. Jack had no possessions other than a single cow. Unfortunately, the cow stopped giving milk, so Jack took her to the village market to sell her. But Bessie's my best friend. I didn't write the story, Jack. I'm just telling it. I'm so sorry, Bessie Cowpokey Pinwheel. Jack was offered 5 beans in exchange for his cow. 5 beans? That stinks. And beans make me toot. Jack, they're magic beans. Magic? Will they grant wishes? I wish I had my cow back. Jack tried to figure out how to work the magic beans. Abracadabra, bibbidi bobbidi, kazim kazam. I should have asked for an instruction manual. Jack grew so frustrated and angry that he threw the beans out the window. But I'm so hungry. Can't I eat one? No, I said Jack grew so frustrated and angry that he threw the beans out the window. And then he went to bed. Oh, but I'm not tired. This story keeps getting worse and worse. Jack woke the next morning to find an enormous beanstalk had grown right where the magic beans had landed. Whoa! It's a good thing I didn't eat those beans. Jack began climbing the beanstalk. You're joking, right? No, Jack, you have to climb the beanstalk. Yikes! Can I at least go get my climbing gear? No, I said you have no possessions. Ugh. Will you make it shorter then? I'm not climbing it unless it changes in size. Fine. There, it's bigger. Seriously? Oh, look how frustrated Jack is. Poor Jack. Look how giant the beanstalk is. Jack climbed for hours and began to grow tired. I'm not tired at all. All this cow's milk over the years made me strong. Despite being so incredibly tired, Jack climbed on. I think I can see Cinderella's castle. Hey, Cindy! Jack, what are you doing? It's kind of a long story. Can you tell me tonight? I'm hosting a ball at the palace. Let me check. Hey, is this story gonna end soon? Cindy invited me to a ball. Stop talking and keep climbing. But she throws the best parties. When Jack arrived at the top of the beanstalk, he found himself in front of a humongous house. Look at that humongous house. I'll bet a giant lives there, said Jack. Jack entered the house. Are you sure about that? Yes, Jack definitely entered the house. Everything inside the house was tremendously large. Spoiler alert, a giant lives here. Can I go home now? Suddenly, Jack heard a booming voice. Fee, fi,
bo, bum, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
That doesn't even rhyme. How about fee, fi, fo, fum, I can smell a giant's bum?
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm only trying to help you rhyme better. Plus, technically, I'm from Scotland.
Would you please stop chit-chatting? I'm telling a story here.
Fine, Mr. Cranky Pants.
Does Jack keep derailing the story? The giant noticed that Jack was stealing his bag of gold coins, his goose that laid golden eggs, and his magic harp. You are stealing from me?
No! How could I even carry this stuff?
Jack had finally found his fortune, but before he could get away with it, the giant snatched him.
Ah! Let me go! I knew I never should have climbed that beanstalk.
The giant carried Jack to the kitchen. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
Oh, that's a much better rhyme.
Thanks. I'm working on it.
You know, there's a good chance you're going to die at the end of this story.
Really? Is that true?
Jack, shh, don't tell him that. Let's just, continue the story. The giant...
But I don't want to die.
Neither do I. Do you have to eat me?
Actually, I'm a vegan.
Enough! Giant, you're supposed to accidentally set Jack free and chase him down the beanstalk. Jack, you're supposed to get the axe and chop down the beanstalk. Wait, where am I supposed to get an axe? You said I have no possessions.
You know, I don't like being called giant. I do have a name. It's Fred. Are you hungry?
Yes, Fred. I haven't eaten since this story started. It's been all climb this beanstalk and steal that gold.
This is not how the story is supposed to go. I have a delicious recipe for taco salad.
Great! You can use some beans from the beanstalk outside.
That's it. I'm ending the story right now. The end.
Hey, Cinderella's having a party. Want to come?
I like parties.
Thanks for coming to my party. This taco salad is delicious. How did you two meet? No, I already ended this story. The end, the end, the end, the end. Well, I lived in a tiny cottage in a dreary village. I always dreamed that someday I would find my fortune. Wait a minute.
Those are my lines. Telling the story is my job.
And on our way here, Fred offered to share his fortune with me. We've decided to open a restaurant called Where Have You Been? Get it?
We'll serve only beans.
And now we'll live happily ever after.
You've completely ruined Oh, wait. It all worked out? I mean, it all worked out exactly as I planned. Look how happy everyone is. And they all lived happily ever after. Jack already said that. Ugh. The end.
At least you finally got one thing right, says Jack.
The end.
And that's the end of the Twisted Fairy Tale. Do you know the original version?
If you do, I bet you can pick out the parts that are a little different than the original version of that story.
I hope you liked today's Wednesday Read Aloud, and I can't wait to see you all next week. Bye-bye.